I don't know how to even start this shit. Obviously, if you read the title of this video, it's about Nintendo's lawsuit. I personally haven't been exposed much to Nintendo outside of a few games that friends and family had owned from Nintendo. And my stance for the longest time on Nintendo was somewhere on the neutral zone, bordering on the green light, the good opinion, but all that started going downhill really fast once I found out just how unbelievably gung-ho they are with their legal teams. I mean, this is some just... Legally, it's right. Morally, no. It's not right. Yes, legally, they can go ahead and take down all these projects. They can send their entire legal team assassins after one person just because they fucking trimmed the nose hairs on Mario's fucking ball sacks. And no, this is not gonna be monetized. Actually, I can't even get monetized. I'm not even verified, or whatever the fuck you need that requirement to be. Yeah. I know I am a reaction YouTuber. I've never really touched much on controversies or... Well, actually, I don't even think I touched them at all on this channel, but... I'm only posting this now as of... let me check here. December 11th, 2024 at 4:34 a.m. And I have seen Asmongold's Clip's latest video, which is Gamers Have Lost, and it was about the Nintendo lawsuit against Palworld. And like him, I was hoping they would lose it. But it's not looking good, it seems. I mean, before the Nintendo lawsuits was filed, my opinion of Nintendo was very low, but not to the point where I did not... not to the point where I criticized anyone for playing their games. I mean, my philosophy is, as long as you stay in your lane, I won't cross over into your lane. Okay? Like, whatever you do is your business, and if it ain't illegal, I won't bother you. As long as you don't bother me when I'm doing my business. You know, respectful. I've been respectful. But lately, after the lawsuit, my opinion of Nintendo went from, I don't really care for them, to, I don't like these guys, and now it's at the pits of hell. That's what my opinion of them is at the moment. It's at the boiler room of hell, all the way to the core of our fucking planet. They are fucking... They are fucking our back doors without any fucking lube at all. Raw dog and that shit. So fucking upsetting. I like Palworld. I'll say that. I like Palworld. I like their mechanics. But the way... And you can see how passionately furious I am. Absolutely livid I am, just by the fact that I can't barely talk. And when I do this, too. Whatever the... Yeah. I won't deny Palworld was similar to Pokemon. In a lot of ways. Eye-glaring ways. In fact, it was basically copy and pasted and then went into Photoshop and like changed a few things, but okay. Alright. I mean, it's not... Why would you care? But they care now. They were gearing up for war the moment Palworld became popular. I mean, look at their lawsuits, patents, sorry. Don't mean lawsuit, I meant patents. But you know what I mean. They've been gearing up for war. And this is the start of the war. And I recently learned that Nintendo hasn't lost a lawsuit. Which means Nintendo is very certain they will win this one. I don't know how things work over there in Japan. I'm not educated at all about how their government works, what their worker rights work, but from the size of it, it doesn't sound like they have any. Or maybe they have like the basic stuff, but that's about it. I don't know. Hear about overworking and shit like that. Yeah, you know, it's... But this is about the lawsuit. And I can firmly say, fuck Nintendo. Just fuck them. Alright? Fuck Nintendo in every possible and conceivable way. Even inconceivable. Okay? And, of course, Asmongold's latest video is about him talking about the lawsuit and that apparently Palworld's changed how you summon creatures, your pals, if you will. Actually, you should call them pals. Anyways, they changed how you summon pals, and now instead of throwing the ball out and them coming out of the ball that you've thrown, they just appear next to you. And when I played the game modded, so I thought it was just a bug for me. So I didn't think much of it, and I didn't even try to fix it. I just said, alright, well, whatever, it's whatever. But nope. It's true. The only summon next to you now, which means Palworld's fucked. And I like Palworld. And now I like Palworld even more because they are giving Nintendo the middle finger. And on top of that, Nintendo's fan service is so fucking terrible, garbage shit. I have seen so many fucking evil companies. And I live in America. Alright? So we know a thing or two about evil companies. For God's sakes. At least they're subtle. At least they try to hide it. But Nintendo? Oh no, they will make it everyone's fucking business. And right now, it's like in the middle of the night, obviously. I just told you the time. I need a rant. I just... Gamers are always getting butt fucked, screwed over. Because every company nowadays is mostly run by professional businessmen. Even the companies that started out small and grew are now taken control of by professional businessmen. They only make games for profit and money now. No passion, just no soul. One thing I can say is, another thing is that I was a huge fan of Ubisoft for years. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag was the very, very first installment I have ever played of the Assassin's Creed games. And I loved it. It molded my childhood. I loved that game. And then Ubisoft started going downhill after that. And now I honestly hope Ubisoft fails. Because at this point, it's like a writhing animal who is doing its best not to die. But it's already been shot in the neck, so there's no saving it now. All you have to do is just give it mercy. I know that's a little dark, but that's what I think. Okay? I'm not doing multiple takes of this video. This is just pure. This is raw. I was thinking originally I was going to do multiple takes if it wasn't perfect, but I don't care. This needs to be said, and this is going out there. I'm never touching Nintendo and Nintendo content with a pole that stretches to the ends of our fucking universe. Even towards the next universe, if there's another one out there. And if that's the case, then towards the end of our multiverse. And I warned every one of my friends, or well, not every one of them, but on the server and channels that a lot of my friends use. And I let them know that I am done with Nintendo. And that they will not talk to me about Nintendo. If they do, I am going to block them for a day as on the first strike, then the next 2 days, and then on the third, it's a week, and then after that, just permanent. Although it'd probably not be entirely permanent. That'd be unreasonable because, I talked to this guy for so long. At least until this... I don't fucking know. Maybe not permanent. But whatever. You can see how unbelievably... I don't even know the words to perfectly and accurately describe just how much I despise Nintendo right now. Think of the Hulk and then times that by... The size of our universe in millimeters. And that's how inconceivably pissed off I am. Hey, Kiri. Not now, girl. Okay, just stay there. Alright. Yeah, that's how inconceivably pissed off I am at Nintendo. They are so gung-ho. And on top of that, what the fuck, Patent Office? What the fuck? Again, yeah, they move slow. They move slow, but they should not have let that patent go through. But again, it's our government, and they cater to companies. Fuck everything else. They only care about the companies. Do they care about the people? Oh no. I recently learned that that's getting political. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to talk about that any longer. This is about Nintendo. My friend recently showed me her playing a Mario Brothers game. I don't entirely know. I wasn't entirely sure. I only watched. The only reason I watched it was because my friend made it on her YouTube channel, and this was before Power World moved there. Changed their ways, summon creatures. Fuck Nintendo, man. I was reluctant to watch her video because it was Nintendo, and my opinion of Nintendo is at its lowest. At least at that time. Now it's this is the new lowest. Lowest. Not lowest, not Family Guy lowest. But I watched it for her, because she's my friend, and I will watch her content. Afterwards, she tried to private it. Her name was Cat. I can't remember what it was called. What she called the... let's see if I can find it. Mario and Luigi Brother Shit. And it was by Spectral Warden. There is no space. And the A in Warden is replaced by a 4. Hey, Kiri. How you doing, girly? You're not getting the kitten reveal yet. Okay. Where was I? Yeah. So... this may seem... what I'm about to say may seem counterproductive or hypocritical. But I think you should watch her video. Not for the game. I am not saying you should watch the video for the game. You should watch it for my friend. That's what I will say. Watch it for my friend. She didn't record it on anything professional. She recorded it on her phone. And she was the one playing. But overall, you could see it. It's actually pretty good, believe it or not. Like, the quality. I'm not talking about the quality, not the game, because fuck the game. I don't care. It's Nintendo. And she played the shit out of the game. Yeah. I just need to make this video. It was... my thoughts are trailing off at the end now because I don't know what else to say. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I am a terrible conversationalist. And if it ain't a script, I can't talk. And I don't mean, like, I can't talk because I have social anxiety, which I do, but that's not the point. What I'm trying to say... girl, not now. what I'm trying to say is that I'm not that social, so, or at least I was never that social. So I never really made any physical friends outside of like you're just naturally attracted to each other. Not in that way. Get your mind out of the gutter. Not that way. But IRL. Okay. Magnetic personalities. Because we found each other's personalities magnetic. And I'm not talking to any of them anymore. Dropped out of school. Especially MacArthur. Fuck MacArthur, because they failed me. I didn't fail them, they failed me. Special kid that needed special practices, and they were putting me in normal kids' classrooms and shit. And I was just so fucking tired all the damn time. I didn't want to be there I just did not want to be there. To a point where I tried my best to avoid it, but my dad always made me go. Hated it. And now I'm glad I got out of there because getting political again. This is not about me. This is about Nintendo's lawsuit. I forget that and then I trail off. I enjoy Palworld. I like Palworld. I like that it's Pokemon with guns because the guns part that calls to me. I mean, okay, I'm American. What can I say? I love my guns. I love my guns, my bacon. I love my guns, my bacon, my eggs. Oh man. I'm a country boy. I like all that stuff. I mean, this isn't an update video on my life. This is about Nintendo. I'll probably make an update video on me some other time. I mean, I know the tools, what I need to make proper gaming videos, but the problem is I'm currently facing right now is that whenever I buy new games, I do not think about recording them, and when I do record them, it's just not me talking. Just raw gameplay video. Well, maybe I should still upload that because I actually know a YouTuber who does that, who just shuts the fuck up and just plays games. Although he has editing to counteract that. I can't give my thoughts in real time. Because, again, I'm not social like that. But again, I'm going off track again. Yet again. I have a problem doing that. Actually, my dad has that problem too. Whenever he talks to me, he starts showing off on some other stuff. But unlike me, he does it smoothly. Me, it's just like a son 1-8. I think I have ADHD. Maybe undiagnosed. Okay, whatever. I like Palworld. I like Pocket Pair. You know what? Fuck Nintendo. I love Pocket Pair. They have compassion. They have souls. Whereas Nintendo, they have none of that. I recently heard the expression, Transformers expression. There's Satan. Then there's Shockwave. And Shockwave is at the top. But I think in this case, there's Satan. There's Soundwave. Then there's Nintendo. That's just how evil they are. They do not listen to their fans. They do not give a shit about their PR, it seems. Normally, that'd be a good thing. I'd find that a good thing, because that means that, hey, we don't care what you think of us. All we care about is the quality of our games. Okay? And when they fuck up, they say, okay, we fucked up. Okay? We fucked up. We'll do better next time. Not the typical, hey, okay, so I'm not going to tell you I fucked up, so here's something else to keep you distracted. But Nintendo, they just don't give a shit. They do not give a shit about their PR. And again, like I said, that would normally be a good thing, but in this instance, it's not. They're just hiding behind the legal teams at this point. They, like I said, they're gung-ho with their lawsuits, and I don't get why at this point. The people that they sent lawsuits to weren't malicious. It was just fans being fans. Just making projects. They should have been taking it as a compliment. And instead of taking down those people's projects that they probably spent years on, looking at Call of Duty, you should have just hired them. Just hire them instead. But no, they want to sit behind your lawyers. They want to take down any fan-made content based off of their content and just hog their IP. It's anti-competitive. They're anti-competitive. And in America, we do not like monopolies. And that's what Nintendo trying to make. They're trying to make a monopoly. And I hate that. That's why they're being anti-competitive. They want to be a monopoly. And to be fair, every company wants to be a monopoly, but that's not right. It's not right, because then you become a monopoly, you can jack up the price of that particular service. It's like one company bought up every water company, every water provider on the planet, and then just suddenly jacked up the price to like $1 million per pint of glass of water, per pint of water. And I know, that's not the same thing in this situation, but it's an example I am using. I also have a problem with talking in circles. Dog chasing his tail. Pocket Pair, they listen to their fans. They treat us well. Whereas Nintendo, they only see us as wallets. Wallets waiting to be open and withdrawn from. They don't care about us. And the only time they will care is when it'll profit them. They do not care what you think of them. But there is always limits to something. And in this case, since they don't care about us, then why should we care about their content? Why should we care about their products? if a company is not going to care about its customers, and if it doesn't care what its customers think, then they just don't buy from them. In the end, it's our money. How we spend our money is up to us. And I personally think companies like Nintendo, actually great companies overall, should not get a single penny of our money. Not so much as an atom. Personally, I'm never buying anything Nintendo. No, even if it's free, I am not grabbing it. I am not touching it. Not anymore. And I encourage you to do the same thing, but again, you're your own person. You guys, whatever you guys do, that's your business, okay? But I encourage you, I plead to not buy any more from Nintendo. Nintendo needs to be taught a lesson. They need to be taken off their high horse. And I think, I mean, at this point, the Power World lawsuit, I think at this point the only way to stop the lawsuit is for the community to do something about it. Like, just pledge that they won't, that they'll lose customers. I mean, at first they won't care because what's the loss of a few hundred customers if we get thousands more to open their wallets? Oh, thank you, Kitten. That actually brightened everything up. Anyways, so let's make them stop. Let's en masse tell them that we're done with your shit. And if you continued being the way that you are with your lawsuits, with your legal team, then we will not give you a speck of our intent, a speck of our attention, a speck of our dimes, pennies. Basically, what I'm saying is, let's make Nintendo struggle for their ways. I'm not saying bankrupt them outright, just make them struggle. Like, hold off on buying Nintendo stuff for a very long time. How long is up to you. But if I were to set a goal, maybe 3 years. Don't buy anything Nintendo for 3 years. Merchandise. Games. Even if it's free. Because then they'll use the download analytics to promote. And there's just a lot of ways. If it gives Nintendo money, don't buy it. If it gives Nintendo attention, don't give it attention. Don't give it your attention. Yes, I know, there's still a lot of diehard fans out there, but frankly, they become fewer and fewer in numbers each second. And Pocket Pair is based in Japan, and so is Nintendo. And like I said, Nintendo's being very anti-competitive And personally, I don't like it. And I know a lot of people who also don't like anti-competitive natures. People, companies, anti-competitive companies. Just look at Google, for instance. They're currently in a loss. Actually, I think they lost it. Uh, it's like any day now that they'll break Google up or whatever, try and figure something out for Google being a monopoly. Which I hope they break it up, because one of the properties that Google owns, I think. Oh, was it Microsoft? I think it was Google. Can't remember. Well, I should probably stop ranting now because it's just becoming uninteresting, and when it comes uninteresting, it won't matter. You guys won't give a shit. So, yeah. I'm going to stop now. I hope you people have. I hope you all have a great day, except for Nintendo people. If it, let me rephrase that. Except Nintendo employees. Anyone who works for Nintendo, and if you are Nintendo yourself, go eat a big old bags of Caterpillar dicks. Alright. And yes, I do not care about this. I do not care about my language. Because this is me giving my god honest thoughts about Nintendo. Alright. Alright. Good morning. Good night. Good evening. I said that wrong order. Good morning. Good evening. Good morning. Good evening. Good morning. Good afternoon. Fuck. Good morning. Good afternoon. And good night. And good luck. I said that wrong. Okay, what's the... Okay, well, good evening and good night. Unless it's morning. Good morning. Now I'm done.